Hello, I'm Dr. Papia Bhattacharjee. In this problem, we will be sketching the graph of a line. And the line is y equals negative 2x plus 1. We have to sketch the graph on the xy coordinate plane. So, there are different ways that you can sketch the graph. This particular problem, we will use the slope-intercept form first. So let me remind you what is the slope-intercept form of a line. So in this form, the line is written, the equation is written as y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope of the line, and this b gives you the y-intercept. So the y-intercept is 0b. Now note right away that the equation that is given to us is in this form. Y on one side and the right hand side some constant times x plus a constant. So immediately we can say that this is the slope-intercept form, and we know that the slope of this line, which is m, and m is right here, is negative 2. This is m. And this is our b. So the y-intercept is 0, 1. All right. Now we have this information already. So using just this information, we'll try to graph the line. So the very first thing, we have a point on the line. The y-intercept is a point on the line, and that is 0, 1. So let's say here is our 1, minus 1, here is 1. Okay, so 0, 1. This is a point on the line. That's all we have. Now, there can be many lines that can be drawn through this point. So how do we know which exact line is going to be represented by this equation? And here comes the use of the slope. How can we use the slope to draw the graph of this line? M equals negative 2. So the slope is negative 2. That means every unit that you move the line to the right side, the line will fall 2 units. That's what it means by the slope being negative 2. So, in other words, if the line moves 1 unit to the right, it should fall 2 units. So, moving 1 unit means going to x equals 1. Falling 2 units means 1, 2. It should be falling right here. So this should be a point on the line, and that point is 1, negative 1. As soon as you have 2 points, you can draw a unique line through them. So let's do that. So this should be the line. This should be the graph of the line given by this equation. So to finish this problem, let's use a graphing utility to verify our graph. So you pick any graphing utility that you have, and all we need to do is plot this function. So write down y equals negative 2x plus 1 and graph it. And the graph is a straight line, and it looks like the graph that we have. But why don't we actually check and verify that it's the exact same graph? And the best way to do it is find these 2 points on the graph here. So use trace and plug in x equals 0, because we have a point here on our graph, and this y-intercept is 0, 1. So let's plug in x equals 0 and y is 1. So this is a point on the graph. And let's verify this second point. Remember, this point we got using the slope. So let's plug in x equals 1 and y is -1. So we do have the correct graph that we verified using the graphing utility. Thank you.